So I'm pretty sure every single person has already known what has happened in this game literally about what 3 to 4 hours ago. And this in my opinion was one of the updates just made me lose my entire abilities and physical and mental health that literally were just being regenerated every single millisecond that I was being alive. Basically, update 5.9.3 was, originally delayed by like 3 to 4 weeks since like the last update, and everyone was waiting for it. I was waiting for it, we was waiting for it, your neighbor was waiting for it, literally everyone was. And I literally took a nap, so I basically just slept through it. And then all of a sudden, I woke up to see an update up, and I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, oh, okay, let's just check it out. And oh my goodness gracious, it has probably the most looking update details and description in literally the entire history of the survival. Okay, we already know what the infamous part is, the big part of this update, but we're gonna take it down slowly, inch by inch. So first off, we're gonna be talking about, what's been added. The cool thing is they have added highlight indicators to mostly survivors, zombies, and zombies. So basically, when you're a zombie, you can see all humans, and you can also see what's it called, all the zombies, and also all the other like fuel cans and stuff. As a human, you are able to see all the other fuel cans, but not zombies. You can see the fuel cans and the health station, and I'm pretty sure like the what's called generator as well, which is really nice for people who are just getting into the game. So that's a good thing. So 8 out of 10 right there. Next we have, okay, yep, is adding sprinting animation, which is very nice. I like the, what's it called, sprinting animation, which looks pretty nice. But the weird thing is that if you're holding like a melee, like for an example the hammer, you will actually hold it in one arm, so apparently you're strong as fuck in your right arm. And let's just hope that you're not doing what you think you are doing with your right arm to basically get that muscled up. But basically, yeah. And in my opinion, the walk animation is just strange looking. It kind of looks weirder and funnier looking. I would more or less like the old walking animation. The sprinting animation with like the weapons in it looks very nice. It's very nice animation. But like the running animation or the walking animation, it doesn't really look that good. Next, we have the particles for the, what's it called, curse and heal, which are pretty cool, I guess. AK-47 has been updated and remodeled. Uzi has an ammunition changed. Speed armor has a bunch of stuff that nobody cares about. And we finally get to the most infamous parts, the Banshee. Now, a long time ago, I made a video saying, hey, the rework for a Banshee should be this. And I'm not saying that it is kind of coincidental, but I think it is. But anyway, that's probably not the point. The point is that the Banshee received such a massive buff that it's unbelievable that it hasn't been nerfed or changed literally the moment she came out. I mean, look at what happened to the Yeti boss. It literally got nerfed or just changed literally, I believe, right like an hour later, and this thing, Banshee, has already been released for like 2 to 3 hours still, and it has not been changed. But let's go over it. Basically, they increased the health from 500 to 1250. The jump attack power was increased from basically 50 to 70, meaning you jump super high like you're exploiting. Claw attack does from 20 to 30 damage. You now have, for some reason, what's it called, anti-explosion proof. So if someone tries to nuke you with an RPG or a pipe bomb, you won't feel it at all. And you'll just feel like, they're throwing like pebbles at you, or probably even like puffballs or something like that. I don't know. They updated your appearance, and they also added an aggression level, which basically means that if any of the survivors don't shoot you and they decide to leave you just there, just walking around. And also, there's a cool thing where basically when the Banshee spawns, she's actually having humongous claws and she's grabbing her head and for some reason levitating, which is kind of creepy looking. But basically, if you don't shoot or attack the Banshee, whatever you do will instantly, will basically add progression for her to become basically pissed off. And if you basically make her pissed off without shooting her and doing all the other things except shooting her, she will add weakness and slowness to you, which is overpowered as fuck. But anyway, basically, what you do to actually what's it called what you do to basically add the progression is using utilities, what's it called, reloading weapons, and especially by what's it called, throwing grenades, reloading, and consuming really anything. That's basically it on how you basically piss her off, aka just do your regular thing and you piss her off. Or if you shoot her, you also piss her off. So there's two ways how you can do it easily. And one of the things that for some reason was added to her is that she has an ability where she can basically screech, and anything that basically she'll just screech like 3 rings, and if a survivor were to hit those 3 rings, literally like 7 or 8 more other rings will just spawn out of, I believe, the survivor, and will just go to all the other survivors. And if what's it called, and if the other rings hit the survivors, or if any rings hit the survivors, they will basically act like they're crying and just run away into a wall, or most likely something like falling off a building, dealing heavy damage, and they are unable to move, shoot, or walk around. They just have to keep running to whichever direction they are without them controlling their own character. Is that good? No. Is that bad? Absolutely. And what's more is that this leaves survivors completely vulnerable to basically being light on fire, tanglered, hunted, chillered, and especially juggernauted into a specific situation where they are into a wall and they immediately get beaten to death. This ability is insanely strong already, but what's more even overpowered is that she has a 15-second cooldown to it, meaning you could just spray it, and if you miss, just run away or just kill the humans, dealing a heavy amount of damage while basically having so much HP, speed, and jumping heights, meaning you will be a huge what's it called, target to hit, hard target to hit, and you will just be a pain in the ass. I remember when I tried to nuke her the first time with my RPG, it didn't do anything. I was like, what the fuck? And I eventually died because duh, obviously. And no matter how many people had Juggernaut armor, she just destroyed them, especially with all the other zombies' HP. She is insanely powerful, and I just have to ask, why did you actually make her this strong? It doesn't make any sense. Finally, just the bug fixes on the snow shovel, pitchfork of what's it called, the cooldown resetting, sprint, what's it called, you can no longer sprint with the minigun, hunter and crawler can now climb ladders for some reason, juggernaut can't for some reason. Inflected players are unable to see health from what's called people from other survivors when they respawn in arena. That's fixed as well, and that's practically it. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the Banshee. Alright, we already talked about how she was in the game, and you already see footage by how strong she is, and I'm pretty sure every single one of you guys has even used her and went up against her. She is insanely strong, especially with her ability, and you are just, it is just the epitome of basically you are fucked whenever she spawns. You'll know when you're fucked when she spawns, and especially when a juggernaut is there, or a tangler and a hunter or a chiller. That's when you know, alright, we lost already. Literally the only hope you have is to probably have a laser rifle dude, which I'm pretty sure we all know we hate, and maybe a minigun dude, a spaz or something like that. And if they're extremely good at the game and good at dodging, you might have a chance. And I actually did beat a mode, or a basic, I believe, elimination, what's it called, fighting against the Banshee with a few other people, and that was nice. But let's just say that I really hope that this Banshee buff or change feature gets nerfed hard in literally the next few hours, or probably even day, because I'm probably not even gonna play this game if this, what's it called, feature is still in the game. Really? She is just insanely strong with her damage, her basic speed, her hops to dodge bullets, making her a hard target, and especially about her hitbox, and also her ability able to basically recharge from the cooldown state in literally seconds. I don't know if it's just me or not. And the chain reaction of the rings hitting a survivor and then going on to another survivor is just so overpowered, and the survivors being unable to do anything when they get hit, except basically just endure themselves running into a corner or into a wall, maybe even off a building or into like the swamp's water or the flooded water and just take heavy damage from all those situations, or maybe even just go further into the horde. It's just so frustratingly bad, and I just hope there's something done about this. I mean, look at what happened to the Yeti. It was basically nerfed and changed after like a few hours, and the crawler as well. It was just a April Fool's prank, which was nice, but this is not any of them, and I hope it gets nerfed and changed really hard very soon, because I don't even know if I'm gonna play it. Because like, I mean, yeah, playing as the Banshee is really fun, especially with the abilities, but when you're a survivor going up against her, it just feels so frustratingly hard, because first of all, you gotta deal with her jumping around, going all over the place, dodging your bullets, dealing heavy amount of damage per slice, and especially doing her ability that you gotta dodge. And then you gotta worry about the Hunter, Tangler, Chiller, and especially the Juggernaut, because if you're the last one and there's a Banshee there already enraged, you are fucked. No matter what, you are fucked. Hopefully she gets nerfed hardcore, because honestly, I don't even know how much more longer I can go on with this. All you need to know is that update 5.9.3 is a total mess because of the Banshee's basic wrath on how she basically changes the meta currently, and hopefully there is something done about her, because I might even just quit after that. I'm just joking, but obviously, hopefully there's something done about it, because I cannot wait to basically 360 them. No, I'm just joking, but obviously the Banshee is insanely strong, and hopefully they get nerfed hardcore. Did enjoy this, me ranting about it, then probably just like or something like that. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you all in 5 years, really.